What's up, everybody? This is a really quick video that I just wanted to try and experiment, and I have something on my mind, something on my heart that I wanted to share with you all and to just put it out there. And I'm not even going to do it wearing this Hawaiian shirt because my son is really into Hawaiian shirts right now, and I just thought it would be funny to make a video with a Hawaiian shirt on because I feel a little bit like Hopper going on a date.
Sir, I'm afraid no alcohol is allowed off the premises.
I'll do anything I want.
So here's what I'm thinking about. I know that there are a lot of teachers, and I have this in my mind because it's like getting close to back to school. And if you're not back to school yet, like you could save this video till it's back to school time, put it in the little watch later area, and then you can just come back to it at some point. But I'm thinking a lot about this feeling of not being good enough, not being ready, not being smart enough, not being enough, and going back into the classroom with that feeling and how horrific that can feel, how off-putting and less than that can make you feel, especially when you're, on social and everyone looks like they're getting ready for the best year ever, and you're like just trying to survive and like get the, you can't even believe summer's at the close and you had all these things that you wanted to do and you're trying to get stuff together. So with that in mind, I just wanted to come on and remind you that as you're Googling people and ways to survive, look, there's no one way to do the work that we do. There's no one way to be an educator, to be an administrator, to be a change maker. All the things that you do that make you different are the things that make you special, right? Think about that for a second. That what if, in fact, the person that you're Googling, think about this, right? Ready? What if the person you're Googling is you? What if the person that your school needs, that your community needs, that your students need, that your team needs, is not going to show up somewhere else? What if it's you? So then what do you do? This hit me not too long ago, and I was thinking about this idea because I heard it in an Aerosmith song, of all places. There is a line that says, the light at the end of the light at the end of the tunnel may be you. And I didn't know what the hell that meant for years. And I'm listening, it's on recently. I'm just like listening to Spotify or something, like doing yard work or something. And that hit me. And I thought, yeah, what if you're meant to be the person that you're searching for? What if you're meant to be the person that lifts the team up, that shows up for the kids, that helps to make the school, the community, the connection with parents better this year? And that, I realize, is not a very exciting thought because you didn't want it to be you. You wanted it to be someone else. But just like anybody on any hero's journey in any book or any movie that you ever read, no one wanted to be it. No, nobody. Frodo wasn't like, yes, I got the ring. No, man.
Take it, Gandalf. Take it.
No, Frodo.
You must take it.
Like, no one wanted to be it, but it doesn't let you off the hook. And so what I'm talking about here is this idea of being mindful this year that what if it is supposed to be you? Now what? And look, I'm going to curse, a little caveat. I don't really curse that much on this, but there's a guy that I watch on the internet named Tom Bilyeu, and he has this show called Impact Theory. And one of his ideas is this idea that he calls no bullshit, what would it take? And so it's really thinking about who do you need to become to be the person you're called to be. And so thinking about that, right? Thinking about what makes you different and how can you amplify that? What makes you, even if you don't think of yourself as great, what makes you good, funny, a little bit left of center? And then how can we pour gasoline on that fire to make it an inferno this year? And so being mindful of that going into this school year, being mindful of what can you do to fill yourself up? What can you do to be your best stuff? Now, look, I said this in a video recently, but we put a lot of time and attention as educators into what's going in our lesson plans, what's going in our classroom, and what's going on our body for the beginning of the year. But we rarely, I think, in my experience, right? Not everyone, maybe, but I think we rarely put time and energy into what is going into our hearts and in our minds. And so that if we can get right, the better we get, the better everything gets. I've said this a million times. I would rather go into a classroom with a lesson plan that is a 6 out of 10 and feel like I'm an 11 out of 10. I can rock any lesson plan when I'm on an 11. I can handle any discipline issue. I can handle any problem. I can handle any interruption. But when I'm on a 6, even if my lesson plan's a 10, who cares? Who cares? It's just not the same thing. So it's really being mindful of that, of what can you pour into you? What can you do that's going to lift you up, that's going to lift your spirits, that's going to make you a better person? Is that time with friends? Is it joining a band? Is it playing basketball on the weekends with your friends? Is it working out? Is it reading more books? Is it building your social emotional abilities? Whatever that is, how can you build up you? School is not just about pedagogy. It's about you being the fullest version of who you were meant to be able to go in and then effectively facilitate a classroom that's going to help to change the world. And so just real quick, wanted to leave you with that. And look, if there's anything you need, you can reach us right at realrapwithreynolds.com. On Sundays, we meet every Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to create space and place, a space and some place, whatever. We create spaces and places for teachers to explore and express who they are, how they're thinking, how they're feeling. And anything else you would need as well on realrapwithreynolds.com. That's it, gang. I really, really appreciate all of you, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your summer and the beginning of your school year.